The time this continual noise coming, you felt as if it was coming down in your head. It was frightening, but because I was with my mother, I thought, I'll be all right, I'll be all right.
The worst condition was cold, bitterly, bitterly cold. So you're talking about 30, 40 below zero. We flew out for about an hour, and then the bomb aimer said, "Skipper, target ahead." And I thought to myself, well, I'll just have a look, see what the target's like. I swung the turret round, and I had the shock of my life. In front of me, believe it or not, was just one huge explosion of shells. I thought to myself, surely we can't go through that. It was frightening, absolutely frightening. On all trips, always see aircraft lying up, on fire, crashing. The average time for a bomber crew was 5 trips before we got shot down. And I just carried on. There was a joy to flying this Spitfire. But the Spitfire was an instrument of war. When we got into the combat area, our job was just to keep the German fighters away from the Hurricanes so that the Hurricanes could attack the bombers. The emotion of firing at an enemy is just that. He's an enemy. And so you have no compunction whatsoever in firing to shoot him down.
Your job is to go out and kill people, you know, and you have to balance that in your own mind and say, well, yeah, I did it for a reason and I can justify doing it, so I don't lose any sleep over it. But I don't think any of the World War II guys would ever question that. At the end of the day, there was total war and they had to win at all costs. You know, there was no other way of doing it. I don't think the role of being a pilot has changed too much. I think the speeds that aircraft fly now are so fast that you have to be able to think ahead and make an instant decision about what you're going to do and how you're going to change your plan. So that takes a mental agility, and I think that's the key thing.
We were scrambled because of the raids on the Tristram and Galahad. You could see the smoke from about 90 miles away, big black column of smoke. There'd been a little landing craft that I'd been keeping my eyes on. So every time I went into the turn, I looked down and checked, and it was okay. And this particular time, I looked down and to my horror saw the outline of 4 aircraft heading towards it, which made me incredibly angry. I got in behind one of these aircraft, locked the missile onto him, fired it, and the missile came off the rails and went straight up his jet pipe and just blew the aircraft into tiny pieces. I rolled the aircraft upright again and found myself pointing at the next target. So I locked my second missile to him, and just as I pressed the button, he broke left and came right across in front of my nose. But the missile followed him and actually hit him at 90 degrees and just blew everything behind the cockpit to smithereens.
It was the first day of the first Gulf War. We were going to attack an airfield to the southwest of Baghdad. We'd started bugging out from target, and a missile basically went right up our right engine and exploded. Anti-aircraft battery opens up. The bullets, they hit my right-hand wing. It hit the Sidewinder missile. It ignited the rocket propellant, and a 4-metre torch flame shot out the front of the wing and slowly but surely started to cut our right-hand wing off. My navigator, John Nichol, he started screaming, "We're on fire, we're on fire." And I said, "I know we're on fire." And he said, "No, look back." I couldn't see the back of my aircraft. This wall of flame was coming towards us at an incredible speed. So you realise you've got to eject, and the aircraft's going no further. So I pull the aircraft up to a climb, and we pull the handle.